So I wanted to make a video about this whole Warhammer and female custodes story. Normally I do my videos in German, so please excuse me if I stutter or think for a while about how to say things. So I started to play Warhammer, I think in the early 2000s or even before. I had the starter pack of Warhammer Fantasy with Lizard People and Bretonnians with my brother. He played the Wizard People and I the Bretonnians. And then, but I was too young at that age. I was too young for that. I couldn't paint. I didn't have the patience. And I didn't care. I just thought the package, the box looks nice. So, but later I started to read the White Dwarf magazine in high school. I had a friend playing Blood Angels, and so we started collecting Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, Tau for some time, Elder, and yeah, I liked the hobby, but I wasn't really good at doing the painting and stuff. But later, when I had the patience and knew that there is also techniques that help you paint more easy and more beautiful, I had big success for my estimation. I had some nice models, and I was collecting Space Wolves and Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines. But that was the point where I started to do my own thing with the models, where I did kit bashing with other companies and also started to use Vallejo colors, and that was the point where I started to wonder why some people are so stuck up with Games Workshop products, because there are other products. The models of Games Workshop are really nice, have been nice. Before 3D printing, I think there were some of the nicest models, but I also used like this confrontation wolves as my demon prince for my Chaos Space Wolf army. So I started to play 13th Company with Chaos rules, because there was a point where, I don't know what edition, 7th, 6th, whatever, where the Chaos Space Marine rules were really cool and you could do a lot of stuff. So I started for a long time ago to do my own thing, and then I started to have a full-time job and a family, so it was a bit in the background. But the more I started to love the lore, I read the books. Even my wife read a lot of the books. Different, so the Horus Heresy series was really cool, and we have the Gaunt series, and we have Eisenhorn, and we have different Deathwatch stuff, and it's really cool. And now I get into the important stuff. The lore is so important because it was one of the last bastions that let us appreciate archetypes, and the archetypes and the stories in Warhammer are all dialed up to 11, so that's the reason people can appreciate them and understand them. They even made me a religious person and made me believe in God and the way the Emperor is depicted as some kind of manifestation of human potential is a really good explanation and a good story to get into religion and to get into spirituality and to believe in human potential and archetypes and old stories. The stories of Warhammer 40k are nothing new. It's all old stuff. Yeah, it's a bit of myths of everything. Yeah, different religions, biblical stories, old stories, Cain and Abel, whatever, yeah, but it makes you understand them in a more um, let's say, fun way, more engaging way. So, and this is something Games Workshop and whoever is in charge can never take from me or us. Yeah, they cannot change the lore. The lore is not theirs anymore. It's ours, and it's in our hearts and in our minds, and they cannot destroy it. And I think that's what they are trying. This is not some kind of pandering, some kind of DEI, woke, BlackRock, VEF agenda. Uh, it's to destroy everything that is good and that is true. Yeah, because so many things in those stories are true. And there would have been a lot of ways to make really cool and strong and overpowered female characters for the TV show. Yeah, you could have had Belisarius Call tinker something about enhancing sororitas so much that she is some kind of Alpha Primus equivalent mixed with Saint Celestine. Yeah, you could have made this really, really, really cool. You could have even have a female character wear custodian armor, and everyone wonder what is happening, what's this about? There are no female custodians, and then she says something like, "Yeah, there are none. I'm like a prototype. I'm new. I'm better. I'm special." Yeah, you could have. There have never been female custodians, but now there is something like that, and that's me. And I'm unique. I'm. It would have fit perfectly with the way the lore is now, because when Primarchs come back from the abyss, get revived, or come back from the warp and from their crusades, everything is possible, but it has to be in a believable way. Yeah, and to come at your fans that way, that diminishing, humiliating way, and tell them, "Fuck off, we don't need you," is stupid, not nice, but it doesn't really matter, because we can do our own thing. Yeah. And I think the best thing would be to kill Games Workshop, to boycott it totally, to make them go bankrupt, so that the IP is free for us to do with it what we want to do. Because I'm like a super libertarian guy. There should be no copyright IP anyways, so it's ours. Yeah, we are humans. We have hearts. We have souls. We have brains. We can think and develop and fantasize whatever we want to, and we can call it whatever we want it to, and we can print stuff and let it look and whatever we want to. We don't need this evil company to tell us what we can do and not do. So in a sense, the big corporation that is Games Workshop has reached its zenith anyways. Yeah, because they are a chaos god now. The whatever fourth, fifth, whatever ever chaos god of greed. And we will fight it. We don't. It's not even hard to fight it, because good will always beat evil. Love will always trump hate, and the God Emperor is always succeeding, because the Chaos God need the human potential to even exist. But we don't need chaos. We don't need them. It will always be something lingering around in the background, but they need us, like chaos needs humanity, and we don't need them. Yeah, and we give them power. They don't have power on their own. Yeah, just for some short period of time, and they make it look like they have power. But if we take this power away from whatever corporation, and we are not longer rulable, we are not longer subjects of this kind of royalty, then the game is over for Games Workshop and whoever thinks they can take on humanity. So I think That's what the Warhammer 40k lore is for me. It's the story of humanity dialed to 11, so everyone can understand it. There is always good and evil, and you always have to decide what you do. And you always have to think what side you want to stand on when shit hits the fan, when push comes to shove. Yeah. And so I think this war is already won and over, and I want people to stop shilling for whatever company, Disney or whatever, Heinz ketchup, some kind of beer brand or chocolate brand or car brand. Stop that. Stop it. Let them all die. All of them. All the companies. I'm not anti-capitalist. I'm not a communist. I'm super anarcho-capitalist. I want all those companies to go bankrupt so people can reign supreme over their potential. Yeah, because all these patents and all these IPs, intellectual property, the word alone. Yeah, so either you make a good product for the consumer and the consumer wants to consume it on their free will, or don't. Fuck off. We don't need you. That's my message.